אני אתחיל בעברית בשבילכם. אני מודה לכם שבאתם לכבד את אשתי, שאהבה מאוד את בית אל. היא הייתה עולה חדשה, אז אני בשבילה אדבר באנגלית, למרות שבטוח שעכשיו היא מבינה די טוב גם את העברית. רוצים להודות לכם. בית אל לא מקום, בית אל משפחה. המסירות נפש, החסדים, האהבה, התהילים, כל התפילות, כל הדברים האלה, כל החסדים שעשו, ממש חיזק אותנו מאוד מאוד. So we want to thank you today for being here for Fern Dobuler's funeral. I'd like particularly to thank my children and my sister-in-law who were part of the 24/7, 24 שעות, 7 ימים בשבוע, שניהלנו בית חולים בבית. We had a hospital in our house and we became all doctors and nurses. Fern's life could be summed up very simply. We could all go home, but it wouldn't do her justice. It goes like this. Number one, she was single, Masorati. Number two, we went to the same college together. Number three, we fell in love. Number four, we married. Number five, Chazarnu b'tshuva, we became observant. Number six, we had B'li Ayin Hara, 5 wonderful children, each one an individual and a pearl and a gem. Number 7, we learned religious married life in Far Rockaway. Number 8, we made Aliyah to Eretz Yisrael, first to Yerushalayim, and then to Beit El, Tzafon Yerushalayim. And there we made our home in this wonderful Torah community, and we're just delighted to be here, and we're so thankful that we have you as our friends. Here Yaakov Avinu had his dream, and here this was our dream. I'd like to try quickly connecting Pardes, Marcheshvon, Kislev, Chayesara Toldot. Don't worry, this is not going to be long. We were both born in Brooklyn. If you look at a spreadsheet and compared, Fern and I were so much alike. Born in Brooklyn, both Masoretim, both 3 siblings, both went to the same school, both loved Eretz Yisrael, both loved the same music, both loved sports and activities and walking and working out. But as much as 2 people can be alike, we're also so different. We were Pardes. She was the Pshat. I always tried to go too fast to the Sod. But this worked together to bring back, to produce a Pardes, an orchard, a Torah orchard, a Bayit Ne'eman here in Eretz Yisrael. Fern was the Pshat, the simple, what you see is what you get kind of person. She loved life and lived it to the fullest, in the moment, to the maximum. She was practical and down to earth, and she was our anchor. I was the mitzvah, but she was the hidur. I set the compass, the matzpen, but it was Fern who kept us on course. Im ein kemach, ein Torah. Fern was the kemach to my Torah. She was my strength, my wisdom, and for sure my common sense. No giggling back here. She said I was her Romeo, that I had her back and I made her laugh. It has been 46 years of passionate love and nachas that we have now enjoyed from our children and grandchildren. As such, it is so appropriate that Tzipora died between Chayesara and Toldot. Chayesara deals with the death of Sarah, but also the acquisition of the first karka, the plot in Eretz Yisrael. And we acquire our chelek in Beit El. We sought and found this community of Torah and Chesed. This is not a sad tale. Ivdu et Hashem b'simcha. Following my mother's lead, may she live ad mea v'esrim, she could not be here, or rather we tried to protect her from being here at this emotional period which may harm her. My mother was a young woman when my father died. I was 14 from an accident. The amount of years of our marriage was the amount of years that my father had for his life. My mother's marriage only lasted 15 or 16 years, and we just celebrated 45. But my mother was not broken. She rose to the occasion. She looked on the bright side of things, and putting her sorrow aside, she looked on the good years that they had together, and that she shared with us. And that should be our directive. This is what Fern Sapora would want. She wants her children and grandchildren and offspring to be Ohavei Hashem, Shomrei Torah, Shomrei Mitzvot. Fern, I will try to continue to be worthy of your love. I will try to be the best father, brother, and Abba that I can, as you were the perfect in all of those roles and more. For me, you were the perfect Eshet Chayil of my youth and of my old age. I beg your forgiveness for hurting and arguing with you over the years. I beg your forgiveness if we treated you and were too rough during our caring for you these last 3 weeks, half of which were at the hospital and half at home. I served you for only 3 weeks. People wanted me to give up that job and to turn it over to a Filipino or something, I don't know. It was a nothing service. It was a drop in the bucket. You served me for 46 years. Va'at alit al kulana. For me, you were my Eshet Chayil. We will be together. Olam hazeh domeh leprozdur. We will be together for eternity like I love in Olam haba. I apologize for not transitioning to call you Tzipi like you went from calling me Alan to Avi. I couldn't get into it. I should have tried harder. You died on Chavchet Mar Cheshvan, the 28th of Mar Cheshvan. No Chagim in Cheshvan to reinforce the Jewish people's activity. You, the gym teacher, you were and will continue to be our koach, because Chavchet, the 28th of Cheshvan, Chavchet is strength, and Chavchet, that was you. Like your grandma Fritz and your mother Lorna, they wait to greet you in Gan Eden, and your father with a naval salute. The Hitrot, my love, until we meet again. Save the last dance for me.